The red flag, I missed it. I took a chance on love. I shouldn't have risked it. I offered you love. You returned only pain. I gave you my heart. Now only the hurt remains. Painful love is what you have to give. This mortal wound I cannot.
What do you think, like, the levels on that hook? How's that sound to you? It's nice, even balanced, or
Yeah, why?
I don't know, man. I just get insecure sometimes about like the levels of stuff when I'm mixing it. Like, it's just like I just wanted it to be perfect. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what you got me and D-CYPL here for, man.
You know what I'm saying? It's like sometimes I'm dying by myself. I'll mix something. It's like I've done it a million times, but you know the anxiety just drives me crazy. Like I've done this a million times. I don't even need someone to help me mix, but I'm just like, just want a second opinion. But
Okay.
anyway, this aside, man, I don't even want to start with you about something that we've had many discussions about, but I'm gonna bring it up anyway.
Okay.
It's like this, man. I have this new female vocalist coming through. She's also an actress. She's gonna be doing some video work for the label, and I really want to introduce you to her. And I know what you're gonna say, like, why am I trying to fix you up? But she's real
Pretty
nice,
much.
man. She's real nice. She's different. She's
They're always nice in the beginning.
Don't be so cynical, man. Don't be so cynical.
I wouldn't say cynical. I'm more jaded than cynical.
I feel you, but I just think you should give it a chance. You know what I'm saying? I mean, very beautiful, very intelligent.
Where is this coming from?
I don't know, man. Maybe it's the fact that I can't date her because I'm the COO of the label, and maybe I just feel like she needs a boyfriend, and I just think you'd be a good fit.
Wasn't the rule in the beginning, never date clients? That means that was across the board,
She's
remember?
not a client. We're hiring her. It's different.
But isn't that the definition of a client? You hire somebody?
No, that is someone you're hiring is pretty much like almost like an employee. That's different. Dude, don't be so hard-nosed about this. I mean, I know how adamant you are about not getting involved in relationships, just kind of cutting yourself off from just any type of human contact that's not music-related or in the studio. But just maybe reconsider.
You know, I admire and respect your tenacity to always look for the good. And I really respect that about you. But from my experiences, when it came to the opposite sex and even dudes as well, you know, like you said, maybe I am cynical, maybe I am jaded, but it's just, I haven't had enough, you know, good experiences to basically say, you know what, I want to try again. I want to basically, let me see what it can happen with this individual or this female, you know, even with relationships with guys and trying to be a homie to them. I'm really like off-putting because guys are in competition with other guys, you know.
That's part of life, though. Sometimes you're going after the same girl, and your boy is gonna like step on your toes. I mean, that happens.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It goes back to the bro code. Like you always bring it up with me, you know, and your son. You always bring that up. And if this is your bro and this is your friend, this is a guy you consider, you know, I'm with him, you know, to the end. You know what I mean? Why would you step on his toes? Why would you like make him look bad just to make yourself better? The woman's not gonna know. The woman's not gonna tell the difference as, yo, he's being shady to his friend. You know what I mean? Women, like you say, women attract themselves to confident men or confident people. I'm not normally a confident man. You know, I'm confident behind the mic. Absolutely. Put a mic in front of me, I could dominate. But when I see a pretty girl or I see an attractive woman, I'm like, yo, she pretty or she attractive or I love her smile. I don't look at the physical aspect. I look more of her traits. But I always go for the good. I'm like, yo, she's beautiful, she's awesome, she can be a great person. But it's a switch that instantly turns and flips, and I can't let it go. My brain just basically warps the image
into something negative.
Yeah, and I can't.
Dude, listen, I'll feel you on all this. Just do me a favor. Just give it a try. Just give it one more chance, man.
I will look. As your homie, I will give the female the benefit of the doubt. How's that? Is that fair?
That's all I can ask.
All right, cool.
Bro. Okay, man. So, basically what we do around here is try to be as creative as possible, but natural as possible. And you come highly recommended. I've heard some of your other material on SoundCloud, and I just think you have an amazing voice. And
thank you.
Just looking forward to working with you, and just want you to relax and know that you're at home here.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Okay. This is one of my other artists, Lyrical Justifier.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
This is Vernae, the artist I spoke with you about.
All right, for sure.
So she's going to be working with us. She's actually going to be doing some hooks for Legion of Rhyme.
Okay.
As well as some vocals for MK836 and eventually some background vocals for House of Repute once I get around to doing that. But she's very nice, as I mentioned.
Okay.
And,
have you laced anything yet?
No, we haven't recorded anything. This is like actually her first time in the studio.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
wow.
Yeah,
all right.
so.
Not trying to play matchmaker, but I was telling Steve that you're a very nice young lady, and so he was kind of laughing at me about that. He's like, because he's, not to tell her your business, but he's very like anti-relationship and stuff like that.
Oh.
But I told him, I was like, she's a very nice young lady. So
he spoke very highly of you.
Thank you.
So, but he's a nice guy too. So
yeah.
I'm
all right, we gotta go out sometime.
For sure. All right.
Okay.
We'll exchange numbers and we'll see where our schedules line up.
All right.
Is that fair?
Yeah, sounds good.
Cool. All right. Well, let's get the session ready. All right?
Okay.
All right. Let's go.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yo, Steve. Yo.
Oh. What's up, man?
Yo. Greg told me about this girl that you dated.
Dating? No. I'm thinking of dating.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What's up? What did he say?
I mean, he didn't say much. He just said he just told me I guess he told me he was thinking about, sometimes I only have to pay attention, but you know me, my mind always be someplace else. But I thought you said you was dating her.
No, I'm thinking of dating her. It's complicated. Like, you know where I stay on relationships.
Yeah.
And because of my ex, and everything that I went through with that, it's very difficult to like take that plunge of, I want to do it, and it's like part of me is saying, go ahead, give it a chance, try, and the other part of me is saying, is it really worth it? Is it really worth your time, your strain on your body, your spirit, your money? Like, me and her, we have similar interests, we line up really well. She has a good spirit, but it's like that part of me is like, I'm really conflicted, like I'm really struggling.
How's she look?
She very attractive, a beautiful girl, man. I love her smile, her beautiful eyes.
I mean, not that that's the most important thing, but
No, but it's my main focus with her is like her smile and her eyes. But it's like that voice in your head just really, like they always say, the smallest voices can make the loudest sounds. So I'm really struggling. Greg gave me his advice, but like, what do you think I should do, man? Like, what's the best case scenario or worst case scenario, let's say, for me to do this?
The worst case scenario?
Or the best case scenario?
I mean, I was gonna say the worst case scenario is she could help you get rich, take all of your money, and then leave you somewhere to die.
Okay.
But like in a car trunk or something. But the best case scenario is y'all could be in love for the next 50 years, and after everything else is gone, you wind up being married. The real thing is, mean, there's not much you can do to avoid being hurt, bro. Because even if you don't take the chance, you still want to get hurt.
Yeah,
You know
of
what I'm
course,
saying?
of course.
The whole point of you taking a risk is to have to actually take the risk. You can't imagine the risk and get hurt by something that never happened.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
And
That's
then
what Greg told me.
And then use that to not take a chance.
Exactly. You know, Greg has told me that, but it's like, you know, I want to pursue it. Like, part of me is like, yeah, go ahead, try. You know, you don't know.
All right. If you want to pursue it, that's what you should do.
Yeah, but it's that voice in your head, like with my ex, I'm like, I gave up a lot. You know, I gave up this. I gave up this because of her. And I said to myself, I will never do it again. I will never let a woman take what is mine that I built since I was 15. So she got in my head and made a scenario or a line she heard in a song and manipulated me to like, yo, I don't want that. No. And I'm like, and I quit. So I never will do that again. So that bothered me. So that's my fear of basically, yo, I came this far, and now I come to you or I come to Noise and say, you know what? I don't want to do it no more. You know what I mean? And I just did it with Legion of Rhyme.
Yeah.
You know? I'm not doing that now. I'm not doing that again. So I lost a lot. I lost 2 years.
There's really only one way to see it. All right.
But why?
The only way to see it is, well, I mean, again, there's only two decisions. Either you're gonna do it or you're not. If you're gonna take the leap, take the leap. You know what I'm saying? If you're scared of the jump or you're scared of the fall, that's really on you. But again, man, there's no way you're gonna know unless you take that chance and that risk with this girl.
Definitely, man. Oh, it's just more information I gotta sleep on. You know, and basically ask for an answer from a higher power and see maybe I get my answer that way.
You gonna pray on it?
Yeah,
Pray
absolutely.
Thank
Absolutely.
you.
Thank you, man. Thanks
No problem, man.
Thanks for the lookout, man. Appreciate it. It's all good.
You in my closet today?
Nah. I was just rocking it, trying to just do me.
Okay. Well, we're doing us today.
For sure.
Red, black, and white.
For sure. I'm walking in correctly.
Oh.
Can't walk you
Oh
towards
my
the
gosh,
street.
thank you. Like a protector.
Yeah, for sure. Well, you know the old rule is like you never have the woman facing to the street.
Yeah, I hate that, but
No?
a lot of guys.
Yeah, but that's, you know, one of my friends told me that. And I never knew it until I realized what he meant by it. Yeah, that's what he means by it. I got it.
I can dig it. Get my workout on. Up the hill.
I do this almost whenever Greg has to go to like English shop. I just walk every other day.
Lunch was good. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, we gotta go back there one time. Okay?
Yeah, of course.
Try something different.
Yeah.
So what you want to do now?
I love romantic comedy.
What else do you like?
A little bit of action. I hate horror.
You hate horror?
I do. My nerves are bad. There's no way. I want to jump around.
Like you've never seen like any horror movie, or had you seen a horror
No,
movie?
I have. But, a lot of times they're very predictable. And then the ones that are like suspenseful, you know, the stuff that can really happen, I definitely want to see that.
Okay, so like you've never seen okay, let's put it this way. You've never seen like, have you seen Jason? Like the old Jason
Yes.
back in the day?
Yes.
Freddy Krueger.
Yes, I hate those. No, those are really scary.
I can admit as a kid, when I saw Freddy Krueger, I was afraid he was gonna come for me in my dreams.
Exactly. That's why I don't want to watch it.
But I realized he was a punk. Jason was a real gangster. He was, but it's all like mystical and everything like that, but it's pretty cool.
Oh, what's this?
It's one of my favorite sci-fi films.
Sci-fi. Okay. Pretty cool. It's like a build-up.
Yes.
Give you suspense. Oh my gosh, I'm like, what's gonna happen?
Wait for it.
Here we go.
Letting go of gravity as I pull you in. Explore the deepest space. Travel within.
That was weird.
Yeah.
No need for light speed. No need for hyperdrive. Here comes pleasure. Heavenly bodies.
What are your intentions for me?
Oh, you know, like you seem cool enough. You know, I'm like trying to get to know you.
Cool.
Well, yeah.
That's what you say to your boys.
Well, yeah, but you also say to a significant other that you're trying to, you know, coerce is probably the bad word.
Coerce. Oh my God, you must be out of practice with this.
Oh, I've been out of the game for quite some time, but in the sense of basically, you know, trying to build a foundation with someone, you know, to hopefully grow with, you know, and you know, basically prosper and blossom into something more than what I previously had in life. And I just had more struggles with females and trying to get to know them, and I'm like, I changed myself for them, and
Okay.
I lost myself a lot.
Oh no, you have
So-
to change your colors with me.
Yeah, no, but it's like, but here's the thing is, what I'm reluctant for is like, women always have this idea of what a man should be. You know what I mean? And instead of accepting like who they are for their flaws, I'm like, what the flaws for the individual makes them unique. Like
Oh,
you,
okay.
you know
That's
what I
a
mean?
good way to spin it.
Well, it's true.
So my flaws make me unique. Okay.
Yeah, because it's
I
like
dig it.
whatever attracted you to that person, besides the looks and their physique, something about them, their uniqueness, attracted you to that person. So why would you want to change that?
Okay.
So it's like, if you accept them from who they are, if they're cranky in the morning or they're happy in the morning, it's like, that's just him in the morning. He's just, or that's her in the morning. Whatever it is, you accept it. You don't change it because you fell in love with that person for that reason.
So who they are. Okay.
Exactly. So that's what my problem is, and my issue with relationships is people say, always like, well, I want this and this and that. And I'm like, and women are the same thing. They have to change themselves to please the man. Oh, he'll probably like this. I'm like, I accept you for who you are. I don't care. If you want to change yourself because you want to change yourself, by all means, knock it out. Don't change it because of me. I'm gonna love you, whatever.
All right. Well, I'm coming to you then, flaws and all.
For sure.
Here I am. Take me as I am.
For sure. All right.
I'm ready.
For sure.
Just wiped out. It's just been a long day.
Yeah, I feel that. It's been a long week for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, working hard.
So
What's up?
I don't know. I guess in times like this, you really need to like lean on the person you significant other,
Yeah.
and it's just a way to like ask for help, ask for support, and actually accept it. I think that's a hard thing for me sometimes.
I think that's hard for anybody. You are afraid of basically being judged on your actions or your questions that you ask your friend or your significant other. It's like, why is he or she asking this question? Why is this coming about? Is something wrong with me? Is some, like, these questions arise from other questions. So it's just it's human nature for us to ask questions. We question everything as people and as a society.
Well, sometimes the timing is key. Sometimes certain questions don't need to be asked like a certain way at a certain time. I feel like everybody I know that's been in relationships for a long term, even marriage, they always recommend that, you know, choose your battles. You know what I'm saying? So some things it's like, all right, yo, I'm gonna take an L. I might not have been wrong, but I want to be happy. You know what I mean? I love this person more than my pride. So I don't even need to go there.
Okay.
And then I feel like there are other times when people just, they dig, right? Or like you say, they ask too many questions, or it's the way they ask, and it's like, this is so unnecessary. We didn't even have to go there.
Yeah.
And I think for women, we can be a little bit more sensitive. So it's like, and there's so many, and it's crazy because I think as a woman, there's so much we could ask, there's so much we could say that could literally rip a man to shreds. And we, you know, we tend to be considerate. I feel like for me, I feel like I consider a person's feelings, and I kind of go silent. But I don't feel like everybody gives me that same consideration.
Yeah, I can see the thing is I can be considerate to an extent. To an extent in the sense of like it goes back to like nitpick to a point. Like I can hold my composure and keep myself steady and walk away.
Oh,
but it's just like, okay, you're picking at me, and I'm like,
so you feel
I'm
provoked.
halfway to losing my mental state, and then whatever I'm feeling at that moment, you may not even been the issue of my frustration. I may have gone through something
right, and I don't
that
know
day, and you don't know, and you may just be the tipping point.
Okay, that happens too. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
experienced that.
So that goes for both people. You know, I'm an individual. I will ask somebody like, yo, you alright? What's wrong? Talk to me. And I don't want to talk about it. Oh, I'm here if you want to talk.
Right.
And I walk away and I keep it moving.
Okay.
In my experience, like, yo, I'm coming to you when I'm ready, and just keep going. And
Okay.
I'm like,
Yeah.
no.
So I can appreciate what you said. Like you'll ask, like, are you good? Or you know, you listen. You really listen to a person when they're like, oh, no, not today. Like, not right now. I don't want to talk about it. Like, I think it's just really important to like listen and take in what a person's saying, because then you know, after that you act accordingly. I think that's what happens. I think we tend to step on each other's toes, and maybe we just push the boundaries. And if we just listen to one another.
Yeah, but it goes back to like people who are in relationships or in marriage. It's like, if you're around someone for a certain amount of time, either you grow close or you grow apart. But after a while, you start like having some sort of a resentment with that individual. It's like, yo, why is he around here? Yo, I'm just.
So sometimes they just annoy you.
Yeah, and that goes both ways.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's why sometimes I need my own time. I need my own space.
That's important. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I mean, in the past, I don't think that I've always been very accepting of it and cooperative when it came to like, oh, you need your time and oh, so you need all the time. Like, you know what I mean? It's like that type of thing. Because, you know, in the beginning, it's so new and you're like, oh, I just want to be together.
Yeah, it's like puppy love.
Yeah, like, we should do everything together. Like, baby, like, you sure you're okay in there in the bathroom? Like, you need help? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just want to be with that person all the time. But yeah, you're right. After some time of being together, at times you can annoy each other. And you have to remember a person's an individual first. And so when they come to the relationship, you know, it's for you guys to be whole and for you guys to be connected. But it's very important for people to have their own identity outside of the relationship.
Absolutely.
So I can dig it.
Sure.
I think it's perfect.
Cool.
Beckon you to come to me, your heart tied down, it will break free. I beckon
Hey, what's up, huh? Hey, what's going on?
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. What's going on? What you working on?
Oh, just going over some lyrics that I gotta get in there and get in the booth and get to work.
Alright, no doubt. Okay. I'm like, how long do you think this session will be?
I don't know, maybe like an hour and a half, hour or two.
Alright, cool. I'll pick you up later in an hour. Hit me up.
Okay.
Alright, be safe, man.
Well, I was really impressed with your performance. I mean, like I was blown away. I wasn't expecting that kind of talent for that song because, like, you know, it's like our 5th time working together now. But every time you just amaze me. I mean, you're just like so talented, and you know, not to gush about it, but you're welcome.
I appreciate that. You're talented too.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So 2 talented people together. You know, think about what we could make. We could like make magic happen.
Yeah, musically, yes. I think that'd be good.
No, I wasn't thinking musically. I was thinking more on a personal level.
What about Steve? I mean, like, aren't you guys going out?
I mean, what does Steve have to do with it? You know, you hired me, right? It's just between me and you.
I don't want to do him like that. He's been through so much. I mean, you even know that. I mean, he's been through so much. I mean, you're a beautiful woman. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, there's definitely temptation there, but you know.
But I mean,
What's up, Bo?
hey, how are you?
I'm good. What's going on?
Nothing.
You're just talking about, you know, music.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys a little too comfortable.
No, you know.
Yeah, we're just talking after a session.
It's a
I mean,
small couch.
Yeah. Okay. Alright. So, thought we had plans.
Oh God, I think I might have lost track of time.
Yeah, I waited about maybe almost an hour at the spot.
I don't know. We just had, you know, we kind of got caught up. You know how it is when you're like
Yeah, but I hit you up.
musically.
Yeah, I understand that, but I hit
Feeling
you up,
the
but you never
vibe.
hit me back up. I hit you up on a text and everything, never hit me back
I know,
up.
but you know when you're in a session, my phone was on silent, so I.
Yeah, but even though you can start, you can still see a text. So, noise?
I'm gonna excuse myself.
No, you can stay right there.
Not very
It's okay.
comfortable right now. with
What's
this.
going on? I'm like, be real with you. Clay, I've always been real with you. What's going on, man?
It's not my place.
It's not your place? Well, it's your place now, man.
I mean, to,
Well,
We in the studio. You're basically your sanctuary, like you say.
exactly. I mean,
Entertaining it.
I don't want any.
so. You know, it's just like a natural chemistry that we have, and you know, it doesn't happen all the time, so you can't
So
fight
the
it.
chemistry we had is what?
I mean, we have chemistry too, but you know, it's kind of like,
It's kind of like what?
you know, he hired me. I just feel like,
Okay, you keep saying that, but I'm just like a little confused
yeah,
on what
I'm
the...
thinking that, you know, maybe he hired me because maybe he wants more.
Yeah, but you know, this is my homie, and this is not something you do.
I mean, there's no hard feelings. I mean, I still want to work
Hard feelings?
and just.
Like, this sounds like something out of a sitcom. Like, what's
no,
going on
it's.
here?
I mean, it happens. It happens in life, and I think you're gonna find the right person for you. But
Yeah,
maybe it's
that's
not,
not
me.
something you do. He knows how I feel about this, and I've expressed myself, and I give myself an opportunity against my own better judgment because you told me to do this, and to give a woman a chance, and you know where I stand with this, and I expressed myself to you, and basically you said, screw it.
Well,
And basically, you only care about each other's feelings and basically forget about mine and how I feel.
Dude, you know I took
Nah,
into consideration.
so- nah,
I
you know you
didn't do anything. She just
He
expressed some
didn't. He
interest.
didn't do anything,
I didn't do
honestly.
anything. You know I wouldn't do you like that.
It
I
was
understand,
all
but
How
me.
could you even think I would
But
do
my thing
something
is
like
this,
that?
man. But my thing is this: is that if you know where I stand on this, and you express yourself, and I know you did, and I can admit I know you wouldn't do that to me because I wouldn't do that to you.
I wouldn't in a
But
thousand
it's like,
years.
but the way it's like you're putting your head down, it's like you're embarrassed
because
like,
I don't want you to get hurt.
But so basically, I'm hurt now. The bell's rung, play.
It wasn't my doing.
no, listen, I don't want anyone to be hurt. I mean, you're gonna find.
I'm
the right
already
person
hurt,
for
so I'm
you.
already pissed off, and I'm like really pissed because of how I stand.
Well, we were just starting out.
Yeah, but here's the thing: is that I shared my deepest fears and deepest feelings that I haven't shared with anyone in years. And you basically wipe your behind with it. And I basically stand here like, it's okay, he'll get over it mentality. And it's not about you, bro. I'm just venting here. But it's, what's the deal?
That wasn't my intention.
It's no one's intention until this happens. So it's like basically y'all together, and I still have to work with you.
No,
I'm not
we're not
with her.
together.
I wouldn't
we're
do
not
that.
together. Okay, so honestly, I don't want you to hurt. I don't want, you know.
I'm already
I know he
hurt,
doesn't
it's
want to
not
hurt you.
happening.
So it's okay. We're just gonna go ahead and just keep it strictly business.
Nah,
Just keep it business.
it's not-
She
it's
just
not-
listen. She
keep it
expressed
strictly
interest, and we were just at that point where she expressed interest, and I told her I didn't want you to get hurt. She knew what you had already been through, and that's when you came in. The reason I was looking like that was I didn't want you to have to go through another situation like the past few you've been through. You understand?
late, my dude.
I understand. It's not anything that I did, and I guess she
How
was
was
just
she
being.
just expressed her feelings, man. I don't want you to get hurt. You find someone. So basically, the relationship
You
is
gotta
over.
relax, dude. You have to calm yourself
Nah,
down.
man. Look, I'm gonna be out. You guys have a good day. If you need somebody to spit
I'm
something, spit
sorry.
it. But I'm out, man.
Sorry,
Out.
Steve.
I was afraid of this, and I feel like I got him into this. And it's like I said, I'm not blaming you because I feel like it's my fault because you like who you like. I mean, like I said, maybe it's my fault. Maybe I'm too friendly or too flirtatious in my own way, and too complimentary. But I don't. I guess it's just bound to happen. All right, so this doesn't affect anything professional because it's my fault for even linking the business with the personal. So I'm not gonna hold it against you on a professional level. I just, I'll talk to him. I'll try to get things okay with him. And anyway, like I said, good session, and things just happen.
All right, good. So
We're
strictly
good.
professional.
We're good. Strictly professional.
Okay.
I'm so raw right now, wet with all my tears, so alone inside, struck crazy by all my fears. On the chopping block, the death blow comes so slow, the end was so obvious, somehow I didn't know. On the chopping block, the death blow comes so slow, the end was so obvious, somehow I didn't know. Where did the love go, and how could I know? Where did the love go, and how could I know? Where did the
Yo, man, what are you doing?
What does it look like I'm doing, man? I'm drowning my sorrows.
Come on, man. Don't let somebody put you in a position to
Why
do
do
something
you
like
care,
that.
man?
Dude, I'm your boy.
Really?
I turned her down. You see what she looks like? You were in love with her. I turned her down. She
Don't
came
mean
at me.
nothing.
It does mean something. I turned her down out of friendship for you. And
Yeah,
and,
but
and,
you
I what?
you convinced me to pursue it against my better judgment. I went against my better judgment, and you convinced me to try. And look at the end result.
Dude.
I'm drowning my sorrows, trying to find the bottom of this bottle. And I'm almost there. Just let me finish. And maybe
Give me
I will
this.
find it.
This is it's not worth it, man. It's not worth it. It's
Well,
not
at
worth
this
it.
moment it is.
It's not worth it.
No.
Dude, sit back and sober.
I'm good.
Sit back.
I'm good. Shush. All right, I'm good.
never change when it only starts with me. The rules of the game has to change. Have to use the rage to fill the tank, but it drains my spirit. But it's sometimes I can't escape. Depression is my condition. These are my
Dude.
senses, but fixation is the only thing I keep pissing away.
I know
as try to find
this
a
is very hard on you.
dilated
I understand. And I do take a lot of the blame. And I'm glad you're more sobered up right now. You know, coffee does wonders, but you're never gonna find the solution to your problems in the bottom of a bottle. It didn't work for your grandfather. It didn't work for your father. It doesn't work for anyone. You understand? You've abstained from alcohol pretty much your whole life. So don't let a woman or any other situation push you into that direction. You understand? It's better to have loved and lost than to never have loved at all. And I know that's trite. I know it's like something people always say, but it's true. You had the good times with her, you had the dates, you had the fun, and it didn't work out. You understand? I don't think she intentionally meant to hurt you. I don't think she was necessarily being malicious. I just think it's a situation where for whatever reason she was attracted to me. And like I said, I wasn't trying to be charming, I wasn't trying to be flirtatious, but unfortunately things happen. And I'm not saying you should go, you know, find another woman, or there's, you know, women are like
that
buses.
shit has sailed, man. I'm concentrating on other things. The whole relationship thing, you know.
Just focus on yourself, man. Just focus on yourself, bettering yourself and things like that. You don't have to be in a relationship. That's my fault for just trying to push you into, you know, my idea of what people should do, which is be in relationships and things like that. I'm a hopeless romantic. I just wanted that for you. I just wanted you to at least have some positive experiences with relationships and things like that. So I'm sorry, but I'm your friend, and I've held steadfast, and I avoided temptation. So if anything came out of this, at least you know that we have a strong friendship.
For sure. To those who love us, to those who hate us, and to those who don't know us, salud. You know, man, I know it's meant. He had good intentions, you know, but, you know, he's a homie. He's only looking out for me. And trying his best, trying to make sure I'm on the straight and narrow. You know, sobered me up, though, with some coffee. I'm trying to get my head together, you know. But certain things are not worth pursuing because the end result is always the same for people like us. You know, pain and heartache is always the end result. You know, it's good for a moment. It's always good for a moment. You know, moments here and there of happiness and trials and tribulations. But the end result is always the same. Heartache and suffering and putting your all into something that you've worked hard to build, you know, and hoping for happiness and romantic movies giving you, you know, hope that it is possible. This is possible in this dark and gloomy world of selfies and Instagram posts. It is possible. But it's not. They lie to you. It's a lie. It's a big lie to all of you, to all of us, the hopeless romantics, that it is possible to find a significant other to love you for who you are.